I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Welcome
The third time.
to episode number 4 of the OpTic podcast. I think that me saying that is getting just as annoying as Hitch's dabbing in videos. Anyway, this is your host, OpTic Hex, alongside my co-hosts, Embos, Big T the William Goat Johnson, and our special guest this week, Mike Flamesword Chavez, or Sword, as some people call him.
Mike hasn't even talked yet, but
I have not yet.
I love the vibe.
I'm like, when is this I thought for the most part it was just going to be me seeing you three and then me just laughing the entire time. I figured that's kind of what it was going to be like.
I think we'll get there.
Yeah.
I think we'll get there.
There's always some deep belly laughs.
Yeah. So before we started the podcast, we were talking about these tables because they were here from day one, and we almost threw them out. A lot of people don't know that we donated the couches, the brown couches.
You donated that?
Yeah, remember? Yeah, well, people came in, and we donated.
You're talking about the original couch. The brown original couch.
The one where you got water dumped on you.
You wanted to save that, too.
I didn't want to save it.
Yeah. Me and Will wanted to throw it out. We're starting in a new house, new beginnings, and you were like, no, we need to save it.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Did you actually donate it, or are you just saying that?
Yeah, no, we did. Good. So you call 1-800-GOT-JUNK, and then they'll throw out what's garbage, and then they'll donate the rest, and they'll give you a ticket for you to write it off at the end. Oh. We also donated like massive amounts of clothes. Yeah. Bro, people were getting Jordans, like brand new Jordans, brand new Roches, brand new all of Air Max 90s, all of Nate Shot shoes, some of Bose's shoes. I don't know. You're good.
I kept all my stuff. All my stuff.
Definitely
away a lot of shoes.
Yeah, really? You definitely we definitely like threw away some of your stuff.
Oh, did you? You didn't give away the basketball shoes, like the tropical looking ones?
I believe that was given away because you haven't found them.
Yes.
That was for sure given away.
Which ones?
The LeBrons?
The LeBrons?
Those are dope.
The LeBron that match your sandals?
Yeah, they basically look
gone.
Messy.
Damn.
Gone.
That just hurt my
That's
fucking
why
heart.
It should.
I mean, I didn't see anything.
Look, the sign of a hoarder is that you have some things in the back that you don't ever use, right? And I'm guilty of that because I have like a lot of collectibles, like the first. I don't know, my first wristband from Call of Duty XP. First time I got VIP at an Activision event.
You still have that?
Yeah, somewhere. Ooh. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. But just stuff that I don't use. Like if I see something, I throw it out. Sometimes if I just see a box that's sitting there that I haven't gone into in like years, I just grab it and throw it out because I haven't gone in there in years. So whatever's sitting there is not important. But I guarantee you that if I open it, I'll be like, oh man, I should have kept this. Like I should keep this. Yeah. So.
I mean, I would have kept wearing them. It was just it was Nate Shot, really, the ankle injury ever since then. That was the last day I ever played basketball.
Actually, I think that's what happened. I think you threw him out. I think you decided not to bring him because it was what ruined your ankle. Yeah. I think 100% that's what happened, actually.
It's possible. I mean, I have no interest in playing basketball ever again. So.
Two-ball, bro. Two-ball's not basketball. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You're done with that?
I mean, I'll play two-ball.
It's the best cardio
workout.
I remember paying
jump, run.
Oh, whenever
Oh, man, you were in pain.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It's close to broken.
Yeah, so these tables made it. Day one tables made it through. So I'm kind of glad that they're here because it holds some like nostalgia.
We did it was the Modern Warfare like the marathon streams we used to do. Modern
Warfare
JCap? 3. Yep. This is where we got swatted on. This is what the setup was on. Whenever we got swatted. Yeah. These tables are OG.
Wait, was Bose there for that?
No, I've never been there for that. I've never experienced that.
Thank
Even
God.
when the last house happened, when you were there, I wasn't home.
You've never been swatted?
No, when I was there, I wasn't swatted either, though. It was
Make it happen.
when the sheriff would only come.
Yeah, I mean, wait, so you came in when? When did you come into the house? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what it feels like to go into a gamer house, right? I can imagine that it's
Want
like...
to know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
Let me tell you. All right, so before I was moving here, like, of course I wanted to go.
Yeah, get closer to the mic.
Of course I wanted to go, but, like, my mom was, like, so hesitant about it. She's like, because my mom's just overprotective. I'm her only child. Like, she's always trying to keep me from doing something. I got to be home at a certain time. Like,
I think that's every mom.
Yeah, I know, but... So I wanted to come. Obviously, I convinced her. So as I was coming here, I was excited, but then I was thinking, like, damn, what if I don't like these guys? Like, what if they don't like me? Or, like, I'm sure, like, you probably feel like that when you probably met, like, your first teammates or something. Like, I don't know, because you moved in. You were teaming with them for a while.
June 15th, 2013, bro. OG. Since day one.
So, yeah, I was so totally in my own head about it. Of course, I was nervous. You guys know I was like, weird when I first moved. I look back at videos and it like makes me angry. I'm like, I can't believe I was like that. But yeah, I was nervous. I mean, definitely the best decision I think I've ever made.
Same.
When did you move in though?
No.
Because I was after you. I just passed my 3-year anniversary.
Whatever. So we could look that up actually. Whatever video, the video that Nate Shot uploaded, I moved in the day before that. So whatever day before.
He's uploaded a lot of videos.
Well, no, I mean, me and him were talking in the video, like when he introduced me. The day before that.
Was it just Liv's birthday or no?
Whose?
Liv's. Your daughter.
No.
That was last year?
Yeah, November.
Right. That's when I joined OpTic, was November. Moving into the original 6050.
Because I remember you moved.
Can I say the numbers?
Yeah.
Right.
You moved
That's
in.
Right. I moved in either, it was February 6th, 2014, or 16th. It was one or the other.
It was.
Which just passed.
It was a 3 Days to Kill marathon we did. That was the first time me and Mike ever really.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I moved in and I went straight to work. Mike, you got to stream. You're like 1 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah, that's how it goes though.
Oh, yeah. That was insane.
That was like a good introduction as to what sort of grind you need to be doing when you come into the house.
Facts.
Oh no, yeah.
Because I remember Clayster was there.
Yeah.
It was Clay, Bose, Matt. Matt was going back and forth from the apartment.
I picked you up.
Yeah.
I picked him up.
I took your shift, didn't I?
Yeah. Everybody takes my shift. I always volunteer for like the shitty shift for like the 2 to 4, and I always pass it off to someone. I have in my head I have like the best
joined
intentions.
The team.
Yeah, in my head I have the best intentions of doing it, but once it hits that, it's like I'm not about it.
I'm looking up
the day.
I'm literally scrolling through.
All right, we're wondering. We thought we lost you there for a second.
No, I'm here, fam.
So all right, so I remember like seeing you for the first time. You're walking up the stairs, and I look at you. I'm like, "What's up, man? You soft?"
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Because I remember like I don't know. I think you were in a Skype or something. I'm like, man, I know that guy. He looks soft, is what I said. And then you're like, man, what? I'm not soft. And then you came up like, what's up, man? You look soft. Because in my head, I'm like, you're about to be tough, boy.
Because
you're about to be insulted.
I went the wrong way. I went towards the city when I landed. I started going the wrong way when I got here. And I was supposed to meet them at, where was I supposed to meet you guys? At Weber, I think?
Yeah.
It probably was Weber, yeah.
Yeah,
I went the wrong
that's where
way
we take everyone.
That's where we meet everybody.
That's not true. I got taken back to the house to do a 3-hour stream or something at like 1 a.m.
That's true.
You had just gotten off of like some sort of a deal, though. Like some sort of appearance somewhere, which is why you came in like mad late. It was like 9.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was working on a strategy guide in California.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was. And then from
New
there.
resident at the OpTic House, Money B. This was uploaded February 1st, 2014. So you moved in at the end of January.
You got me about 15 days.
Over 2 years? Really? Over 2 years?
That's been a while.
Wait, February 14th? That's not that long. If you think it seems like a long time.
No, it does.
February 14th or 1st?
Look at my man Bose. Hitch is gonna be able to edit this to put Bose's face from this video. We're gonna make him work a little extra and show Bose's face here. Yeah.
I mean, while you're at it, just copy the link and DM it to Hitch just so he has it.
It's too easy for him.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, but I remember it's always weird when somebody new comes in because there's like this period of adjustment, and I saw it with Nick specifically because by that time, like everybody was really comfortable with each other. Like even you two came in kind of like not too far away from each other, and there's always this period of adjustment when it comes to like, you know, the norms of the house, the culture of the house. Like, is he being serious when he's yelling at me, or is he talking real shit, or is he just trying to get a reaction out of me?
That's true. There's a lot of things that only like you. It's normal. It's like your family, like your brothers, like your siblings. Like there's certain things that we would say to each other that no one would understand.
Yeah,
and they still don't. You'll see it in the comments from videos. I'm like, do they fucking hate each other or what?
They always say that. I'm like,
imagine if they heard like no cameras, no mics on.
Oh, they'd be like, these guys are fucking insane.
They'd be like, Hector really hates them.
Dude, when you first move in, it's different because you don't get anything, especially with you. Like when it was you and Matt at first, there was so much humor, like comedy that just you couldn't pick up unless you were part of the group for a while.
True.
I just remember like listening to like, God damn.
Yeah.
Do I talk right now? No. Stay quiet. All right, talk.
You should have been like, ha 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 ha. Funny guys, funny. No, well, I did see it with Nick though because at that point, like, and I would like try to force my. Oh my god.
Don't sneeze.
No.
What?
All right, you guys are gonna see me do this throughout the video, but I went to the dentist today. And I had a little whitening going.
Fireworks go off in your teeth.
Yeah, it is. It is exactly that. It's like fireworks inside every single one of your teeth, just going off and shooting pain right up your gum.
Didn't they only clean your teeth or whiten them?
They did both because I'm getting Invisalign to close the gaps. I like them.
So they had to like prep something for you then today? Like it was more than cleaning and.
Oh, it was the whole thing. I was there. I was supposed to be there for an hour. I was there for 2.5.
You can't even talk about Dennis Payne in front of my man's right here.
I took him. What you mean? I took him.
Right?
Yeah, now I got to get that tooth removed.
The root canal.
Yeah, I got to get like a bridge. Like I go back to Jersey for that.
The dentist is the worst spot, man.
It's because for some reason my insurance doesn't work out here. Every time I went there, I was expecting it would be easy. Like they cleaned my teeth. I forgot they like took the tooth off, like remolded it down, did everything. At the end, I'm thinking insurance, like it's gonna be free or real cheap. She hits me with the $420. I'm like, damn, that was a lot of money. But yeah, my insurance doesn't really work. For some reason, it does not work out here. I get like the tiniest discount.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But they took your tooth out.
Yeah. So like so basically, I got a root canal. It's like I could be wrong, but I think it's when they drill the middle of your tooth, take the nerve out, like make sure the tooth.
Oh my god, that just
sounds about right.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it.
Right now, like the tooth, it became soft underneath, so they got to remove what they did with the root canal, take that post-atomi like bone or gum, whatever it's in, take the whole tooth out, put a fake one in there, drill into my tooth, put a fake mold on top. I gotta wait a few months and then get it bridged. Like
you still have to have that done. All of that.
That sounds awful.
And then get my wisdom teeth taken out.
You? Any bad experiences at the D doctor?
No, not really. There was one time I had like so many baby teeth still in my mouth that the doctor literally looked at it and took like 6 out on the last day all at once. So I went under like heavy anesthesia, laughing gas. And I literally remember not dreaming because I wasn't asleep, but I was so fixated on like Mario and Luigi for some reason, and I started thinking like the nurse was Luigi and trying to have conversations with her about like Princess Peach and shit because I was so high. But,
you see that? You see those videos?
Yeah.
Wait, how old were you to still be having baby teeth?
I was too old to have baby. That's why he was like, "We're getting these."
Really?
I had like shark teeth.
He's like, I was in high school and shit.
I was out of them so quick. I've never had any bad experience. I only go once a year, and thank God because I hate just getting cleaned. My teeth getting cleaned, it's the worst pain, and you just feel every single brush of it.
The worst pain.
I have no cavities, no nothing either.
Probably breaking a bone was the worst pain I felt.
Yeah, you ever had your braces tightened?
No, I never had braces.
Oh, dude, that's no joke.
I'm getting Invisalign.
I don't know if that'll be as bad.
No, it won't. It can't.
I used to hear people complain about that all the time. Is it really that?
Oh,
it hurts that bad?
Oh, it's super sore. But
why do they do it though? Because it's bent.
What's up?
Like, why do they screw it tighter?
To bring their teeth closer, right?
Yeah, to bring them closer, just so to bring them into place.
But is that like from their initial first time they ever did it to you? Like, it gets loosened up?
They do it like once a month, maybe. Oh. And they'll do it a little bit so your teeth move. I mean, that's how braces work.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
But like the week after you get them tightened, oh my God. Literally, you can't bite down on anything. I was eating straight mashed potatoes. But it's one of those pains. You ever have pains like where it hurts really bad, but it almost feels good, like you want it?
What?
I don't know if that one.
No.
That's kind
of.
Well,
unless you're talking about like muscle soreness after working out, where you like ooh, it hurts, but like I know something's happening there.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
It used to throb. Remember when I had the toothache here?
Yeah.
Like that shit almost brought tears in my eyes, bro.
But you kind of bite down on it sometimes.
Yeah, and I was like, yes, I love this
shit. That's exactly how having your braces tightened are. So it's weird.
It hurts.
Yeah, that hurt. The weirdest thing, like the worst feeling for me was when they do the molds. I forget what they were doing molds for, but it's like a huge mouthpiece and they fill it up with the gunk or whatever and push it up against your mouth, and then they'll have like a huge string of it that will shoot down the back of your throat. And I remember them having to hold it there for like 2 minutes.
A string?
Yeah, well, like when they push it up on the back of your throat, the mold obviously shoots up into your teeth, and some of it will go back.
Oh my God,
and just sit there and choke the shit out of you for like 2 minutes, and I'm sitting there like, and the guy's just trying to calm me down the whole time.
Bro, they did that to me today, so they could get the molding for what my Invisalign's gonna be. The thing is this though, the doctor.
This all sounds awful.
The doctor says to me, he's like, "Hey, listen, let's get braces on you. Let's close that." And I'm like, "I'm down. Let's do it." And he's like, "I'm like, but you know, my wife Jude said that maybe I should get Invisalign." And he's like, "All right, bite down." And I bite that, did the whole thing. He's like, we could do Invisalign, but you know, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive, and it's gonna take longer. And I was like, well, I mean,
how much is longer? Like, what's normal braces? How long did you have braces for?
2-3 years, maybe.
What do they say for Invisalign?
Under a year.
Under a year?
Well, under a year for braces and under a year for Invisalign as well.
Yeah, depends how bad your teeth are.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So it's not that long of a wait. Yeah.
Mine are straight. They're just separated.
Yeah, right.
Because it's a little dumbass kid, okay? Being the mischievous little putz that I was, I would like put coat hangers in between my fucking
What?
Wait,
Don't tell my mom I said that, all right?
explain.
Because
What?
I don't know. I'd just be watching TV and like one day I like there was a coat hanger there and I'm like
That was your toothpick. Code
no,
name.
and I was just sitting there. Like, so I did that and I think that's what caused the separation. I think. I mean, I don't know. I was a little kid.
Probably. You ever see people that suck their thumb? How their teeth like are? I don't even know how to explain it. They're like
Yeah.
popped
Well,
out. I don't even.
well,
know.
you're molding it. You're molding your teeth, right? The same thing that braces and Invisalign does. You're molding your teeth. So if you're impeding your growth, your teeth to grow to whatever length, they're gonna mold around it, right? That's what braces are. They reshape your jawline and everything. That's why kids shouldn't have pacifiers past a certain age, because it. And I heard this today. That's why I'm so knowledgeable. Okay, it reshapes your bone structure, right? Like your actual your gums, essentially, right? The bone part, it reshapes it and it makes it like really pointy to where you look like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a character, but anyway, that's what it does. So yeah, no, I went with Invisalign. That's what we're doing, and hopefully my smile will be.
That's thin, right? Like a
Yeah,
real
it's just
thin.
it's like a retainer almost.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is that like if you look at me straight on, like my teeth don't look that bad. But if you look at me from the side, like when I do my car vlogs, like they look like I have a fence in my mouth, just like separated.
Yeah,
wood.
I could
down
agree
on
from this
chainsaw.
angle right here.
Right?
Yeah,
It does,
yeah,
right?
it does.
But if you look at me from straight on, it's not that. So, I mean, I don't mind. I don't care. Like,
You get it fixed.
Yeah.
You'll be good.
well, even
Everybody's
if
got
I didn't
problems.
get it fixed, I'm still confident enough
Right.
to pull them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be at the bar and be like, "How you doing? Can I have a rum and coke?"
My biggest problem is I still grind my teeth, so some of them like they don't have their natural shape on the bottom anymore from like years and years of just I don't know if I'm
You
stressed
shave
out
them
or
bitches
what.
down?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm happy about the house that no one does this when they eat. They don't eat the fork. You ever had
where you
people?
know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
What are
yeah.
you talking about?
Like
You
you
never
never
heard that?
seen people like when they
don't even
bite
say
on
that.
their
Ah,
fork,
alright.
they'll like scratch the fork
I know
against their
what you mean,
teeth.
like how,
Yeah.
like, you
Well, he
put,
said
like, mashed
grinding teeth,
potatoes,
so that's immediately the first thing that came to my mind.
And you like let your teeth drag on the fork.
No.
don't
Yeah.
even say
Who
it,
does
bro.
that?
Never
people
heard
that
that.
do
You'd be surprised.
Are they from Canada? No offense, Canadians. I'm kidding. No, it's crazy. I would not do that. I couldn't do it. It hurts my teeth.
Same.
You
You
should
don't-
hear the noise. That's even worse when you're just around it.
Ooh. It sounds like
thinking
swords swiping together.
Ugh.
It's gross.
Ugh.
What
So
else
moving
is-
into the house, like you came from Halo, where traditionally, like content wasn't as driven as it was or it is in Call of Duty, right? Like going into a house, like never having done any YouTube or any or to the extent that we're doing it now, was that like something that you had to get adjusted to? Because it can't be like people don't realize how often the cameras are on in this house. There's like you can count times in the day where you don't see a camera up. Right, even when people are watching Entourage, there's some cameras up.
Yeah, it's from the time you wake. I mean, you pretty much
It's
even when
always
you're
on.
on your own room now. From the time you wake up, you accept that it's fair game to be recorded at any time.
For sure.
But it's at least good that everybody knows that now, so you don't have to worry about going in like with a camera on somebody and them like freaking out. They know like this is
It's on,
This is
just
why
go.
you're here. Like this is what we do.
There's
so.
people like you two are really good or just turning it on and being good. I know I'm good because I deliver. You know what I'm saying? I see a
Every
camera
time.
now, so I was meant to. But Will had this saying, right? What did you say? It's like he's like, I know what life I signed up for.
Oh, when we were in the sprinter,
Yeah.
I forget what I said exactly. It was something like that. Like this is what I signed up for. I signed up for this life. Yeah. So.
It was definitely tough for me. I definitely feel like I'm the one who took the longest to kind of get used to it, 100%. I've done everything else besides. I've always like done on-camera work, but just being the pro player, getting interviewed after. I did like stand up in front of amateur combines, which felt fine. But that for some odd reason, like looking into a camera felt super weird at first. Even though like when you streamed, you would stream, but like obviously when I was streaming for Halo, it was just scrims and all that,
Yeah.
as opposed to what you guys were doing and what you guys started. So it definitely took a while, but now everything just feels super comfortable. And it's like, as you said, as soon as you wake up, just expect anything.
Have you ever done any like public speaking, like even in school, just like
Yeah, I took a speaking class, passed it easily.
I was always like I literally I want to say probably like even now sometimes just being I don't know, it's a different way to explain it. Just like in general, I was just always nervous for some reason being in front of a camera. Like when the camera will come on, like when I say I was nervous,
Yeah.
like actual, like, oh shit, he's about to ask me a question.
Yeah.
Oh shit, like I don't know why. It was just, I don't know if it was like being self-conscious or
Yeah.
just like actually being nervous. But it took me definitely a while to get over it. But now it's easy. I actually enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
my favorite thing.
Yeah. You? Any speaking
Making
classes?
rounds. I took speaking classes. Yeah, the camera was never like bad for me. It was more standing in front of real people.
Yeah.
I did good in speaking classes. Like I aced them straight up, even in college. But I was always super nervous. I was just good at hiding it whenever I was up there. I tell people now, like if there were 50,000 people like standing in front of me watching me make my video, I'd fucking freak out.
Oh,
like, can
for
you
sure.
imagine? Like some of your videos will have like 200,000. Imagine 200,000 people watching you make that.
I forgot who I was talking to. I can't remember who we were having this conversation, but it doesn't matter who it is. When I'm editing a video or if I'm in my room just having the camera like shoot straight on me and there's someone in the room like waiting for me to get done or next to me, I can't do it. I'll be like,
Oh, I'm not
what do you
the
want?
same.
Like, because I can't, I don't know why. It just irks me.
I even told Hex that not too long. It was you and Shazeb. You were like sitting in the living room, and I've been doing YouTube for years at this point. But I was like, I need you guys
it
to
was like
literally
3 months
leave.
ago.
Yeah, so you guys can't hear me making my video. I don't want you guys because I just think like
keep
they're
you
fucking
fucking
judging. Like
hearing
they don't
me,
see
yeah.
what I'm doing. They're judging me.
I
Like,
still
I
think
can't
that
do it.
sometimes when I'm like doing a COD video and my door is cracked, I'm like,
Yeah.
these fools are hearing me. Like,
They're laughing about me right now.
yeah, like
I always think that if I hear you're laughing, my door's closed, I'm like, this dude's hanging out right outside and just listening to what I'm saying. That's all it's got to be happening.
yeah.
So yeah, I actually I had a speech last year thrown on to me randomly.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this.
When my cans were being shipped out last year, get into Tampa, get into their HQ, walk in, hey, we need you to do a speech. I was like, what do you mean?
Mhm.
I was like, I thought I was just coming here to like wave and type of deal. Next thing I know, I'm like in front of like at least 30, 40 people, and it's like 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
giving a speech, and I was like, I didn't really sign up for this, but
What was that? What was
sure.
the speech? Like, what were they asking you? What was the theme?
It was like me explaining kind of like, I guess, thank you for all the hard work they do for their cans, and then like kind of introducing who I am more. And then there were people that were OpTic gaming fans of the whole group and of Halo and stuff like that. So it was cool because like they made it a lot easier because I knew that like some people would be able to understand what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And so like seeing them like smile and like kind of nodding me in the crowd, knowing that they knew me, I was like, all right, this is a lot easier. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they give you like a guideline or something going?
No, guy. I literally just got thrown into it. I walked in, I had a smoothie, and it's like, hey, Mike, everyone's ready to see you. I was like, what do you mean? Like, it's the morning.
I
You
go
know,
up there, open the smoothie and
they're
just
about
like-
to go out. Yeah.
I'll KSI that like you did with the milk. I just pour it on top of him. He's like,
I would have just said no, bro. I'd been like, take me off the cans. I can't do
I'm
that.
gonna freak out.
It's not worth it,
I
bro.
don't feel good,
the cans were definitely worth it.
Yeah.
bro. Yesterday or when did we go to the mall?
2 days ago.
Saturday, bro. No lie, we met like 20 people. Like
wow.
it was insane, right?
Yeah.
At least like
Before getting
All
to the
together?
mall.
yeah, even before, bro.
Yeah,
There was a
we
car
were just
driving
getting hit
next
by
to us,
mobs.
and the kids knew us. They were like, "Yo, can I drive your car?"
Whose
They were
car?
talking
Yours?
about
Like,
us.
Oh, no.
He was like, I'll let you borrow my phone. I was like, how much does that cost? Not a fair trade.
Oh, dude, what if you got in there and took off and then something? Never mind. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
I was gonna go dark again, and see, this is what
Let's
I mean.
not
Like,
do
I
that.
gotta,
No dark.
I gotta chill out.
Nah, we would have been in the car, passenger seat. He ain't running
Oh
away.
hell no! I'd have been in the back of the AMG. Like, it's not what you want to do, bro.
This is your conscious decision right here.
Rethink your
It's
situation.
100.
That's what
I think there's been like maybe one time where I've been like caught off guard speaking in front of people, but I think that they were caught off guard as well. It's like it was one of the first times that I talked about esports to people that had nothing to do with esports, right? Like just brands that have never stepped into like the esports space that know nothing. I mean, they've heard of it, but maybe their bosses hadn't. It was a weird situation, and just like random questions that they would ask to him. I'd be like, man, that's not really something that like makes sense to talk. But you know, once I got comfortable, I was really good. I mean, I've always been like in high school. I was already like I always wanted to be the guy that made everybody laugh, right? Ask any of my friends, I've always been that dude, and I think I'm still that guy that just wants to make everyone laugh. So I figure, you know what, if I take that same approach in front of people, like I could do it in high school, in front of an assembly, I would have had no problem stepping in front of there. I don't think I have it in me to be a shy person though. You know,
Wait,
the
did you
one
take
thing
that approach in the speech, like you were trying to.
in this past one,
Yeah.
I don't remember if I made a joke to
Yeah.
make it a little bit easier. I think because I think jokes only make it easy on you.
Right.
I mean, yeah, breaking the ice is cool, but I think that if you come to a thing and you like make it as a joke and for the first time that they're if you make a joke midway,
be serious.
yeah, if you make a joke midway your speech, fine. Then they're good. Like, all right, this dude's getting it, right? Or he's but if you make it at the beginning just to like break the ice or like level yourself out, I don't think I'm just weird, I guess that I think
that could have come off the wrong way, I guess.
Yeah, like you're not. I don't know, but I think that I could just like the only thing that like makes me a little bit self-conscious is vlogging in public.
No,
that's still something that I can't do yet.
Really?
I forget who I was with. Oh, Mike. I was in a Panera and I was vlogging and the lady just comes walking out like right towards me as I'm vlogging and I was like, yeah, guys, so I just got a free cookie. And then Mike.
Yo, I just got a free cookie.
Mike was like, yeah, no way you're using that clip.
Oh my god.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh
I don't know
God,
what's funny,
bro.
the way you said that or the fact that you got a fucking free cookie.
I did get a free cookie. I'm an cookie.
Dude, I actually think that's one of the easier things now to do. I guess like the weirdest part I think it is to do is in like the plane, like in my seat, because then I know that, like everyone's kind of seated and like if you're behind me, you're looking at me, like, and I could see it in the camera, like who's looking, because like even the comments after the videos are like, what was wrong with this person? Like, why did they give you that face? And it's just like you could see it literally while you're vlogging.
I was gonna say that's what kind of makes it easy on me, is because I know even if people do give me like weird looks, that's gonna make the video even better. So I want them to give me weird looks, because they're not gonna understand what.
If I'm with you guys in public, I'll no problems because I can deflect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we were in Chipotle.
Yeah.
Right when I ran into you there and I pulled the phone out and started
that was the
vlogging.
First thing you said, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh, so blah blah. So it's hard to vlog in public, but I only did it because you were there.
Right.
Right. And then when you pulled out your camera, I was like loud and I was ready to go for your video. Right. Yep. But I still felt like I don't know, like I wouldn't be able to do that with my camera. But if it was like somebody else's video, I just like magically turned it on. And I was like, yeah, you know, trying to make the video entertaining for their channel for some reason, right?
Yeah.
But I think that still to this day, like I'll be walking. Like I saw a video of Matt vlogging at the pomegranate. I don't know what it's called, the pomegranate.
That's
in,
the mall strip area.
Yeah, the mall strip area, where I don't know, some dude was selling like school books and he bought the whole thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so he was like doing it out there. I'm like, yo, this guy, how the hell did he do that? He has no shame. Right? You know who has the biggest balls when it comes to vlogging ever? Justine.
Really?
Oh, yes. In the Apple store when she was dancing, people were like,
yeah, she
dancing on a plane.
Dancing on a plane.
Crazy.
That video as well.
Yeah, like she's legit the GOAT, dude. Because who can do that? Like I can't do that yet. One day I'll be able to get over that, but and do that, right? Like I see Casey Neistat just like walking by and not giving a shit, like not giving a shit.
Yeah, well, I think he talked about it in one of his videos. He's like, people out there, they're never gonna understand what you're doing, but are you gonna let them stand in your way of, you know, doing something that you love doing? And
you know what
job, so.
You know what I think when I'm trying to psych myself up?
What?
That all the people that are walking around probably have like regular jobs, right? And that at some point or another, one of them is gonna be like, man, I wish that was me. That I didn't have to go fucking punch 3443 on this phone to check in and do that.
Truth.
The other day, Bose, actually, you yelled at me when I was vlogging in Panera. Remember that? You gotta be so loud. I was like, what do you mean? I'm just being my normal level. But there was like no one else in there, so it sounded like
No.
Bose.
He's at it again.
Out of line. He's like standing up in the middle of the aisle as we're about to leave, like
in Panera.
So we're leaving Panera. I'm like, damn, people having meetings and shit in there, bro.
First of all, it started when we were sitting down. As I was about to eat my soup, and you're like, dude, you gotta be so loud. And there's literally no one around us. There's like 2 other people in Panera Bread. He's like, you gotta lower it down, man.
I don't know. It's just still like, even I hate vlogging in public still. I don't know why. It's just that, like, I can feel the people behind me like staring at me, like looking back, like, damn, what's he doing?
Yeah.
But even though I actually avoid this question the most, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I hate explaining what I do.
Really?
I don't know why. It's just like, I know, like, I'll be in the Uber. So like when I'm going to Jersey or something, I'll be in the Uber. So like, it'll come up, music's playing. They'll be like, so what are you going to the airport for? If you don't mind. I'm like, oh, I'm visiting home. You from out here? I'm like, here we go. So you out here for work? I'm like, oh shit. In the video game industry, that's all I say. I don't know why I hate explaining it, because not everyone will understand like right off the rip. You gotta keep like breaking it down until they kind of get a rough draft. But even though they still won't understand unless they're you.
Everyone's got a different answer in the house too. It's hysterical.
All right, so Mike, what do you do for a living?
For me, I always just say I'm a pro gamer, and now I do like YouTube videos, entertainment. That's literally all I say. And then if they ask you like, what else have you done? I'll talk about the strategy guides. For the most part, and Will knows this. Every time we go out, we ask Will to.
Did you hear the way he answered the way that he would have answered?
Oh yeah, no, that was
like,
what do you do? I'm a professional video gamer, and I make YouTube videos and entertainment.
I gamer pro entertain. Just like, what the fuck?
At this point, it's so widely accepted. I feel like you could just say you're a YouTuber, and
Yeah.
a lot of people would
True.
understand unless they're, super.
I used to say I play video games all day, and then one of my dudes is like, well, no, he gets paid to do that, and I was like, what? I'm like, oh, I guess it sounds weird that a 29-year-old dude would just play video games all day. The way I say it now, it depends. I can't. I'm a pretty good, I have a pretty good judgment, right? Like I can size somebody up really good. So if it's like an older person, I'll be like, oh, I'm in internet advertisement, or advertising. And then she's, oh, okay, cool. And then go a little bit more in depth. If it's somebody my age, like somebody that's, I don't know, trying to size me up, I'll be like, oh, I'm in marketing. And they'll be like, oh, shit. Oh, okay. I see you.
The other night when me, Nick, and Mike went out, a girl, like we were out hanging out, and then there was a girl that came up to us, right? And I was on my phone, and she was like, hey, do you have a Twitter? Follow me. I was like, yeah, sure. And she followed me. She was like, whoa, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I do YouTube.
Wait, time out. Some random girl came up to you.
Well, we were hanging out at a place, and then the girl like came up and sat on the thing next to us, and she just saw me overlooking my phone, and her friend was like sitting right on the in between the two chairs, and she asked me, she was like, so do you know T Martin? No, and I was like, and I just brought up a tweet because me and T Martin just tweeted each other like 2 hours before that, and I showed her. She was like,
you mean
she was
this
like,
guy?
so you know Syndicate? And I was like, I don't really know him, but I know who he is. And she's like, he needs to work on his intro. I was like, damn.
Wait, who? Syndicate?
Yeah, a girl. She just said that out of nowhere. I was like, damn. But I unfollowed her the next day. She didn't follow me back.
Oh, okay.
You know how it goes.
Wait, she unfollowed first?
Yeah.
I would have followed her just on the fact that she was trying to tell any of them how to do their job.
You must not know.
They must not know. Please refrain. But yeah, no, I'm not afraid to tell them like what. I mean, obviously, if it's, I guess, sizing them up, and if it's a kid, it's like I'm like, yeah, I play video games, and that's but if it's marketing or it's an internet advertising, interwebs advertising.
YouTuber, man.
Yeah, I'm a YouTuber.
I'm gonna use that from now on.
Content
After Hex just broke down my statement that I
No,
always
yours was good. It was just your delivery that needed a little bit some polishing, if anything. All right, let's switch some gears here.
What do we want to talk about next?
We're about to get into it. Mike, what is the future of OpTic Halo?
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
Yeah?
Have no idea because there's just not enough information out. Everything is just focused on Worlds right now.
Now, I know that we talked about our vision. I just want to see if anything has changed because it's been a couple of them.
None has. I will tell you one thing that might possibly have changed is that like I want to finish out this year. Then next year, I think I might like be interested in coaching a team.
Really?
Yeah. I went behind hits today and then like told him what to do, and he's like, "Thanks, coach." And I was like, "I actually like the ring of that. That sounded actually pretty cool. I like that."
That's what made your decision for you?
Yeah, and I always figured I just would be a good coach. Like
you would be for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you did it. You did a good job at. No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did. We didn't make it. Yeah.
I'm just
anything
kidding.
except from now on, I know we did an awesome job.
I mean, you got up there and did your thing when you were like the OpTic beard, like when you first came in to coach.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for the
true.
COD guys. Yeah.
Yeah, because one of the main reasons you were brought on from the beginning. It wasn't to create a Halo team. Well, I saw it in my head as like a trifecta, right? I'm like, all right, cool. He's gonna coach the team, so that's good. To everybody, it's gonna seem like, because at that time we were losing and we weren't making any changes. So people thought that we just didn't care, that all we cared about was like YouTube and Minecraft and doing that. So you kind of gave me a little bit of a cushion to say like, yeah, we care. Like, we're not making changes because we have a bigger plan, but to those who don't understand, we're gonna make this move right here to make it seem like we are like caring about it, and we did, right? But you were brought on for that. You were also brought on to be our fitness coach. Yeah, and it worked, right? Like, Bulls dropped mad weight. What do you? How many negative pounds are you now? Don't be afraid. Say it proudly.
I probably lost like 50. I want to say like 50 maybe.
Yeah,
Overall, or
yeah, ball.
all right, but he's putting muscle. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
it's crazy. Like and that, and then lastly, obviously, if the opportunity ever presented itself to have a Halo team, we already had you, and we would have already started working on videos with you, which means that just off the rip, we were gonna have a very popular team in Halo. So that was one of the.
I wish that first team actually worked out a little bit longer.
Damn.
Just because, I mean, we went to a tournament when the game wasn't even out yet, and then everything was judged off that. I mean, there was like, apparently, like people had contracts signed while on our team, so like, that's like on and off.
Wait,
but
which tournament are you talking about?
Which tournament are you talking
I
about?
thought you were talking
the
about Philadelphia.
No, like I'm talking about like Halo.
Oh, okay.
That one beginning to no,
I thought
yeah,
he was looking at me
yeah,
when he
no,
said
no,
that.
no.
Like, I wish you wouldn't have quit. Well,
Oh no, but remember that?
Yeah.
I remember getting that phone call. Hex calling me up. Hey Mike, this is nothing personal, but Big T's retiring.
oh shit!
And
I
this is
forgot
before I moved into the house. Big T's retiring, and he's gonna be coaching. And I don't know if like they were gonna expect I was gonna be mad at you guys for like I was like Big T's been on the team since like it started. Like I can't get mad at this. I was on for 2 events and that's it. And then so that was funny. That I remember when getting that call. I was like, oh damn man, and what am I gonna do now?
Yeah, I forgot all about
Finish
that.
school, 9 classes, go do more strategy guides, industry job. I was like, what to do? And then boom, came out.
At Philly, I remember because that was the event before I joined OpTic, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I was playing with, Spacely. I can't remember. And the first match we had on main stage was Will Casting.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they're like, all right, so we're going to watch Embos here. I remember hearing that. And I'm like, watch me shine, baby. I want him to put in the word. I remember that. That was a long ass time ago. Yeah. After
I was
that,
casting.
I joined OpTic.
a game?
Yeah. You were
Really?
casting the game before you played, I think.
I think I do remember going on there for like one match or something.
That was an event that was swatted too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was awful. It was
They made us go
cold.
outside in the cold. That was worse, man.
We were out there for a long time.
Yeah.
That was no short swat.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sorry, this is a part of the podcast where people ask us advice, and then we give it to them. 4 different walks of life. 36-year-old handsome Mexican from Mexico, born in El Paso, Texas. Okay. We have Michael Chavez.
Very good looking.
Okay, Chavez.
What's up? I can't
You've
say
been
that
saying that for the last week.
because it's
What is
true.
wrong with this guy?
What?
I'm
I
getting out
said
the car,
very
he's
good
like,
looking. I said
you know,
I'm a
Mo,
handsome
some people
man.
are just born very
Listen,
good looking,
I
and
just
I'm very
finally
good looking.
admitted it. My mom and dad gave me great genetics. There's no problem with it.
Okay. Got it. Great hair. Bo's obviously the youngest one in the squad, right? Young buck. They've seen the bull. Maybe now they want the calf.
The young ox.
The young ox.
I could spit some truth.
from New Jersey. And then obviously we got the Southern boy.
They call me the Southern Comfort.
All right. I picked 2 this week because they were very relatable and I think easy to answer. Pretty much is what
I was gonna ask before we hop into it. Did we ask people for like categories, or is it literally just advice about anything?
advice about anything. But I think categories would be pretty good.
That might be good.
But I think that we should be the ones that tweet out unless they give us topics.
Right.
But anyway, this one is from El Barrow, who says, "How do you find inspiration to make videos on a day that you just don't fucking want to?"
I actually have the perfect answer for that.
Hit me,
because
young buck.
I was just thinking about that. So, like, obviously there's days where it doesn't matter. It could be anything, like whether I wake up and I don't feel good, whether I stayed up too late and I got to wake up, go to the gym, and now I feel like I'm too tired and I want to take a nap, or whatever the case may be, whatever's stopping me from wanting to make a video, whatever excuse I'm feeling that day. I literally think about 2 things. Like, 1, there's would I rather be going to do something else for a living, and 2 is do I just want to throw my opportunity away? Like, do you not just want to slack off and not work as hard? And this is what pays the bills. This is what pays my car. This is what pays my phone bill. Like, what do you just?
But
you
what
don't feel
about
like
for somebody like him who may not have a following and his future may be a maybe, right? Maybe I'll make
True.
it big in YouTube. Maybe I won't. How do I know when to just give up or continue to go?
I mean, it's hard. Do you ever give up though? That's kind of hard to think about. Like, you never know. It could take 2 years. It could take 4. Like, I know this is going off topic, but there's artists out there that release a song 3 years and 4 years later, this song's popping. It's 3 years old. Like, I'm just saying, you just never know when your time could be up or out.
Same with actors. There's actors that start off mad early and then they don't get anything till they're old.
I think it was it Clint Eastwood that didn't make his like big show until he was like 40 something, 40, 50.
I mean, I don't know. I just think of Kevin Hart, right? He was always like a background dude.
Yeah.
Being like he was on Snakes on a Plane. You probably didn't even know that,
I didn't know that.
right? He was
that.
on Soul Plane, I think. Wait, I don't think it was one of those two. It was on a plane.
Sounds more
But
like Soul Plane.
But
Yeah.
but I remember like looking at that. I'm like, well, that's Kevin Hart. This was like 10 or 15 years ago, and now he's the biggest ever, right? So my advice, man, would be only you know whether or not you want to do it. If this is something that you want to do it. You shouldn't. The inspiration should come from within on whether or not this is going to be something that you're going to pursue, fail or no fail. Because at the end of the day, if it's your content and you're happy with it, that's all that should matter, in my opinion. If
you're contemplating all day too, right? Like, should I make this video? Then I mean, use all that time to think about the video idea and what you want to make, right? Like, what? I mean, you have your iPhone. All technology nowadays, you're basically recording, Snapchatting anyway.
Yeah.
So, how is it hard to make a
video? I like that. It's either like Yoda said, it's do or do not. Don't sit around saying, "Oh man, do I want to make a video?" You answered your question right there. Instead of saying, "Do I want to?" you should be asking yourself, "What am I making today?" Switch the question, and your brain will fix itself, right? When there's a problem, and I read this in a book, so I'm not going to take credit for it. It's Rich Dad Poor Dad is the name of the book by Robert T. Kiyosaki or something like that. But he said that the day that he stopped thinking of I cannots and started thinking or replaced I cannots with how can I's, that's when it happened. Because the second that you say I cannot, your brain stops working. Yeah. Right? If you say, how can I solve this problem? How can I solve this problem? And then you go off and go play basketball. You go off and do whatever it is that you're doing. Your brain's still trying to figure out this problem in the back of your head. And that's where inspiration comes from. And that's where like that flash of genius comes in. We were going to say something.
No, I was going to say, even at there's days where I want to make a video, but I'm at like literally at zero ideas. Like I have no ideas. And I'll come across an idea literally 30 seconds. I'll go on Google, go on YouTube, and then I'll start clicking away and I'll be like, oh shit. And then I'll randomly get an idea in my head. And like today, that would be my video. I was on YouTube clicking around. I had to make one more video. I got one Call of Duty video up, and I'm like, damn, what am I gonna make? Already did a Q&A. I went on YouTube and someone was telling, I forget what kind of story they were telling. It's about, I forget what it was about because I watch a lot of documentaries. So it was like something war, but I forget. And the guy was telling a story, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell a story about my first event. Like, and I had a story, and I came with an idea. I don't know. I'm just saying, there's different ways of doing things.
Yeah, I wish I could give some like real personal advice like that, but I feel like I was just extremely lucky to be in the position I was to start doing YouTube when I did, and like given the opportunity of the house and stuff. But as far as like waking up every day and not wanting to work, for me, like coming out of high school, I've only had one other job besides YouTube or gaming or trading stocks or whatever, but it was like a real blue collar like manual labor. I worked for the city of Martree, but it was like cleaning out, like sweeping the streets, like reading water meters, like weed eating in 110-degree heat, like throwing bags of mulch over. So there were days like I didn't want to wake up at 6:30 in the morning and do that. So I just go back to that time and think about how bad I don't want to do that again.
That's a good topic. Let's go there. What jobs that you've ever had?
No real job. I literally just said this in my video. I said, I'm gonna count this as a job because my grandfather used to own a warehouse in Port Authority, in Newark, in New Jersey, and they had like Morton Salt. That's where they stored stuff, and I would go there and like check in all the truckers. And I think I made like $30 a day or something like that. I mean, my grandfather was the owner, so it wasn't really hard or anything.
I mean,
like
it's a job though.
That's what I'm saying. And he made like if I went inside, because I always brought my like GTA, brought my PlayStation in the next room in there. And I would always play it. And he was like, he said, if I caught you playing, you aren't getting your money. Because he would be the guy I always went to for like, yo, can you get me this new game? Or I mean, that's what you go to your grandparents.
What about you? Any real jobs?
I had two jobs. The other one was like at a flower nursery. If that's the right word. One of those. I only did that for a week because I got tired of it and said I don't want to do this anymore. And then the other one was a moving company. My mom worked for it. She was like secretary, like accountant. And I was just moving the boxes inside of the warehouse. And I did that for 3 months. And that was like the beginning of my gaming career, where at the end of the 3 months of that money, like MLG announced the 2008 Halo 3 like events and stuff, and like that money brought me all the way up to like the 3rd event, and then luckily I got a sponsor by the 4th event, and that covered everything else. But it helped me get to the 3 events. I was bankrupt. I was actually ready to retire, and then I was like, and then I got a sponsor, and then from there it just kept me going.
I mean, I go on to all the jobs that I've had, but I'm 36 years old.
Have you had a lot of jobs?
I've
You
done-
told me about the
I've done
AIG.
did it.
I know UPS.
Yeah.
I've heard that
Wait,
one.
what?
I don't think I've heard.
What did you say?
UPS. AIG, right?
Yeah. All right.
And, yeah.
Where's just my first job ever in the United States, or as a little kid in Juarez?
In Juarez.
All right. As a little kid, I used to help on the weekends. I used to help my uncle mow the lawn of the factory that he worked at. He was like a superintendent, and like he was high up there, right, in the rankings. But on the weekend, he would be the one to do the grass, because they had a soccer field back there, and we had the bombest soccer field there, and that's where like other people from other factories will come in to train and like practice and compete. So I used to help him out, and I used to get paid. I also, in the same factory, would work with my grandfather on my mom's side, cutting down cardboard and then wrapping it up and then throwing it on the back. I also, as a little kid, right, like 8 or 9 years old, I also helped them take the trash from the same factory and then take it to like this one like dump area, and we would do that. And
You were driving the car?
No. My uncle would drive it. My uncle would drive it, but my uncle did everything for that job, right? Like I mean, I don't know if he like, somebody gave him a budget and he's like, all right, this is how much you got to hire somebody to do that. And he's like, sure, I'm just giving the money, I'm doing it. I'm gonna hire my nephew and shit, right? But I think it was like my mom just trying to keep me busy and that. And I had fun doing it, right? Like I had fun doing that, but I did that. So I don't know, man. I mean, from that, what else did I do? So that was in Mexico. I was like, I don't know. I moved to the United States when I was 13.
What about the first U.S. job?
My first U.S. job was McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's for 1 month, only on the weekend, only on Saturdays, and only in the morning. So I worked a total of 8 hours in 1 month.
You were cooking up the mean ass hamburgers?
No, the lady said that I had a nice smile, so I should be in the front. And I was like, cool, yeah, I talk to people all day long. I was like, oh, hey, what's up? You playing ball later? Yeah. He goes, what do you want? Cheeseburger. All right, cool, man. He's a Big Mac, and I would hook it up,
Everyone up.
right? Because we were gonna throw those out anyway. The burgers, like if they stay out too long, you just throw them out. So and back then we didn't have phones or cell phones, so you couldn't text somebody. So somebody would be like walking by, and I'd be like, and then they'd come in, and then I'd be like, boop, 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 boop. They'll make one transaction and then do that. But
Nice.
McDonald's, after that, during high school, I worked at UPS every day after school from 4 to 8. It sucked. It was also loader.
You loaded the boxes up on the trucks?
Yeah. And it was hot, boy. It was hot. It was summer. I remember clearly like walking home from school, and then my friends would like go off to like, we always used to walk home, right, on the main road, and then somebody would like go, they would all go into the rec center with the girls to go swimming, and I would keep walking by my lonesome to go home and get in a car and then take go load trucks.
Wait, you drove to the UPS?
No, my dad dropped me off.
I was taking buses. I remember for the 3 months that I had it, I had to take it was right after high school. I would take a bus straight down. I think I had one stop and a switch, and then get on that, and then it's like this long walk, and then to get back home, it was a long walk back up the hill to the bus station, and then back home.
Those are learning experiences, though, man. That's what makes you appreciate, the stuff that.
There are some scary people on buses, though.
Bro, I would get home. I'm like, I don't know. I was like 16, 17. I was 17, definitely 17. So my senior year, I would get home and my forearms would be like, I remember taking a shower and just seeing mud fall off of my forearms.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would fall asleep, and then like, to load a truck, there's a belt in the middle of it. You know how those roller belts where you just, all right. So it was in the middle of it. And then one day I was having a dream where like the boxes were piling up and one was about to fall, and I went like this to stop it, and I hit the coffee table because I was like sleeping on the couch, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, I gotta quit. I can't. This isn't me. Yeah. Right. So from there, I got a job at a bank, right out of high school as a teller. I killed it, murdered. I was the fastest transaction. I was just like, got customers in and out, boom, boom, boom. Everyone was happy. From there, I worked at Harris bank in the call center. Yep. From there, I went into the mortgage industry and worked in the call center there. Moved up to a loan officer, and I was sneaky, all right, because I was like one of the only people that spoke Spanish. So anytime that any of the loan officers had a Spanish-speaking person, I would be like, yo, come to me, I'll help you. They would come to me, and then I would like learn the system that they were working on. And then I'm like, boom, the second that a job opened up for a junior loan officer, I was like, boom, I was in there like swimwear. I was like, look, you can hire internally. I speak both languages. You don't have anybody speaking both. And I already know the system because I've been doing this for like the past 6 months. They're like, all right, we'll think about it. And I was like, all right, boom, hired. From there, I beat the shit out of everyone in that department. Everyone. I'm both. Like, I killed it. I sold more mortgages than any of them.
This was at AIG?
No, this was a Dove and Mule mortgage.
Peter Wachter was walking like, yo, that's Hector. He sounds
He's like, yo, he started at the bottom. Now he's the youngest loan officer, right? From there, I went to work for, I think, Long Beach Mortgage as a closer. Killed it there, too. We had, I'm not proud of this because it was like...
making paper.
It was like during the subprime like lending crisis thing, or what led to it. But I wasn't in charge of that, but I was closing these loans, right? And the quota was 40 loans a month is what you were required to do.
Are you telling me you contributed to the financial crisis?
Yes. in some way or another, I did. Sheesh. All right. I was just doing my job. I wasn't the one approving these people.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, I wasn't approving. And you know what's crazy? Jude used to work with me, and then she told, like, we would get home, and she'd be like, hey, like, some of this shit is not right. Like, these people cannot afford this. Yeah. Like, there's balloon loan, like the balloon payments. So pretty much a balloon payment is like you pay your mortgage, you pay $3,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $3,000 a month, and in the 5 years, $10,000 a month. That's what's called a balloon, whatever. So that's pretty much what. But anyway, the quota was 40. I did 63 in 1 day. At the end of the month, in 1 day, 63. Your boy closed all of them.
How do you talk to 63 clients?
Well, no, I didn't. No, the loan officers did that. They just submitted the files for us to close. Pretty much, I was just like data pushing. Okay. All the approval process and all the bad work was already done by somebody I never even met.
Right.
But my job was to close loans.
Do you just kick back after then? You hit 63 in 1 day. Your quota's 40. Like, what do you do for the rest of the month?
No, that was at the end of the month. I think I did like 305 that month. 305 loans.
You needed 40 and you did 305?
Yeah, because I was about my paper, boy.
You better give me a promotion.
Yeah, what
the heck?
Trying to win way too much money.
Bro, everybody hated. I was in the Long Beach Mortgage company wide newspaper. Really? I was like this. There's like it was on a Friday, so it was casual Friday, and there was like I was just wearing my regular clothes, right? So I look like this hip hop dude just going like this, and there's like files, this folders, this thick of just documents, and I'm like, yo, right? Oh, dude, everybody hated me. I was like, everybody hated. I mean, the loan officers loved me because I was killing it. Everybody liked me, but people were like, man, these guys are shining us.
I just want to see that photo.
I'll find. I think Judith has it framed somewhere, but I did it. And then after that, I went, the mortgage crashed, obviously, because of the bullshit that these guys were doing. And I was closing, right? I had nothing to do with it, just to be clear on that. I was just pushing buttons. Anyway, so after that, the mortgage crashed. And I went from making paper to making no paper. I was hurting.
Were you spending like crazy while you were making it, though, is the question.
Let me just say this. Okay.
Take a moment.
I grew up really poor, so just like naturally, I'm inclined to like the finer things in life. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I was out there balling. I had a Navigator an X3. Judith had a Mercedes. We were balling, and then all that went away. Worked at AIG for about 2 years, and then God looked after me and said, "OpTic."
Here you go.
Oh no, he said YouTube, and I said, yeah, and that's where we're at today. So yeah, obviously my job history is a little bit more extensive because I'm old as hell, but that's what I did.
I think even leading, so by the time you were 25, how many jobs had you had?
A good 5.
Oof.
A good 5 jobs.
When was the last day at AIG? Because that was the last job, right?
Yeah, it's OpTic Day. I think it's August 11th or August 13th.
I thought you just celebrated that.
I feel like that was like yesterday.
Yeah,
I remember that actually.
No, OpTic Day. No, it's
August?
It's up. Yeah, it's in August. Yeah, I'm gonna do that every year. I'm gonna go back to that place where my last day just to
Did you go
remind
there
people.
this past year, like the parking lot?
Yeah, I did. I made a vlog about it, but it's not like now that I'm doing vlogs, like more seriously. Yeah. So you know what? Getting back to that, to my dude El Barro about finding inspiration, dude. I have work to do, and I still find time to make a video and edit it at the end of the night. So
True.
So no excuses. If you're really about it, you're gonna find no excuses.
What up? I got to give one good tip too that Pamaj gave me. It's like if you feel that you're making your video for that day and you're like then tomorrow you don't have an idea, put the video for the next day. So then you're like always one video ahead. So when it goes into that next day, videos popping up, you have that entire day to make your video for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there are days where you're feeling creative. In those days, knock out as many videos as you can.
Those days are the best.
All right, I think we're good for the advice column. Let's head it over to Big Willie for the Twitter moments of the week.
Wait, so you do want to talk about what I talked about in the break? You guys didn't see it. You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at Bin Laden's declassified documents. Oh, so it's not they just found it; they just declassified them, so we can now the public
can know about it. I can only imagine
what it says.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read this entire? It's sort of long, but I can read it.
I say you read like the handwritten paper up top that I saw.
Well, I would, but I can't.
Oh yeah.
You think I can read that? Actually, it's in a different language. So.
You thought it was cursive, but it's not.
Cursive from here.
Where are these like U.S. government? Like
I think it was it was seized by the.
All right, just give me a cliff note of what it is, and then we'll take it from there.
Well, I'm not even sure, but I'll read the first page. There's 2 pages.
All right.
And it's kind of hard to read, so. It says, "To my precious Father, peace is upon you with God's mercy and blessings. Thanks to God, prayers and greetings on God's messenger, our prophet Muhammad, his kindred, all of his followers, and those who he allies with. How are you, Father? I ask God that you are in the best of conditions. To start, I do not forget your favor in raising us and deepening the concept of jihad in our hearts, and on spending on us, and in helping us get married, and a lot more of other things. You have the favor after God in our commitment and guidance to the right path.
I'm brainwashed already, bro.
The road to dignity and gaining the heavens. What a father and how wonderful you are. My precious Father, I entrust you well for my wife and children, and that you will always ask about them and follow up on their whereabouts and help them in their marriages and needs. They are from me, and I am from you, and they are your sons too."
Holy crap.
is this Bin Laden to his dad or vice versa? Okay.
Is it been? That's what it is.
That's what it says.
Son to
It's Bin Laden to his dad.
Oh.
So they declassified some private information. I mean, good, whatever. I thought that we were gonna be talking about some like secret stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he is. It goes on to him talking about him, what he wants to do with like $29 million or.
Read that.
Yeah, read that. you could have skipped the poem.
It says also, I need you to take 1% from the total and give it to Shakai Abu Hafs al Muratiani. Please don't judge me on how I pronounce that. And I just lost my place because it's super long. By the way, he has already received $20,000 to $30,000 from it, he said. I promised him that I would reward him if he took it out of the Sudani government. I also told brother engineer, I don't know the name, to cut 1% as a reward for his hard work in Wadi Al-Akik company, and I think he has already done that. If not, I want you to give him what I promised him. I don't see the part about, I want you to also cut from Sudan's money 200,000 Rials? What sort of currency is that?
I have no idea.
It's got to be a lot, though.
These guys are making 2.9 million.
It said 29 million US dollars.
I'm saying another guy's for 1%.
Oh yeah,
they each get 1%.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And he talks about the total that he's cutting out of this guy's pay, 600,000 Rials. Yeah. Well, he was doing this guy dirty as well. So, yeah, those are
stupid money.
Those are the classified.
I don't know if you
documents.
ever you probably know, but is it true that only Obama watched, like, he actually watched them kill Osama bin Laden, like, live?
No, I think Hillary Clinton was in the room too.
Oh, well, no, I just thought
Didn't they? Oh, you said live.
They brought a dog on the mission too. You ever
Did they?
watch that? You ever
No.
watch a doc? That's just crazy. You gotta watch it.
I've seen the actual video where they hung him and the floor fell out from.
No, that's
That's Homeland.
Saddam
Oh,
Hussein.
that's Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you guys knew.
Yeah. Thank you for keeping us on our toes.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no, I've seen that too, and I've seen the movie, what is it, the rescue.
30 Dark, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Zero
30,
Dark 30?
Zero Dark 30. That's
I know
a good
my movies.
Yeah, no, that's a good good movie and coming out. I mean, I don't understand why they're releasing the information now. Like, one, that doesn't matter. Why are they releasing that document? Just that, to say that the Sudanese government was somehow involved in it. Like, I don't get it. I mean, maybe I'm not politically I don't know, inclined when it comes to this stuff. I don't see the.
No, it's possible,
point
but that
in it.
was obviously only a small excerpt from
Yeah.
all of this. There were 113 documents that were declassified. But if these are the ones they put on Twitter, I'm guessing these were the most important ones.
Meaningful ones.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
We never know what's happening behind closed doors. Could be set up. Something's going on right now.
That's what we were talking about last week with the whole conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
You said 4 companies own all of the major media outlets in the US.
Yeah. Think about what you read. Draw your own conclusions. Do the research.
They tell you what you want to hear.
They don't want you to do your research.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, right? Like it almost goes down to every single piece of war history that has happened in the last couple of years. Because if you think about like the reason that crazy motherfuckers like ISIS and all these radicals that are popping up is, some say it's because we got rid of a crazy motherfucker called Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein knew how to deal with these people, and that's how he was able to, and by these people I mean these radicals, right? And that's how he was able to suppress them a little bit by acting crazier than them.
Sort of
And
kept them under control.
Yeah, I mean, but look what happened, right? Like you cut the head of the snake, and in this case, it was a hydra. There's a
Grew into an octopus.
he grew into an octopus. But yeah, I don't like that. I like that it turns into this political talk at the end of the podcast. But let's try to pick something.
That was the
bit
most
more
juicy Twitter moment.
Yeah.
I mean, there was shit about like, I mean, I could read you the other ones, but they weren't near as cool as declassified government documents.
Yeah, I mean
I
nothing
like
is
talking
right.
about that shit, so.
Yeah, I mean, again, I do too. It's just in moderation, I think is good.
You want to keep it to the lighthearted topics.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I think we can get juicy, but we should have like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a really good dinner, right? Like you have steak, that's ooh, but then you soften it up with some dessert to appease the palate. And
All
go
right,
to
well,
sleep.
you tell me what you would have picked out of here, because I only had a few choices.
Well-
This is not a drill. High School Musical 4 is happening.
Pass.
Okay. Oh, actually, damn. This one wasn't here when I looked at it.
I read that one and I thought to myself, oh my.
What?
Should Jay-Z be coaching the Nets?
Ooh, no,
No?
he shouldn't. He should own them, sure. Like,
He
look,
owns a small portion of them, right?
yes, he does. But coaching, absolutely not. He's never played basketball, and I'm not saying that you need to be able to play basketball to know and learn plays. From a motivational standpoint, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Like, what do you do? Like, you can't just be a coach just because you want to. Because if that was the case, Mark Cuban would have already been out there, not only throwing chairs,
true.
but,
Who's the Cowboys GM?
I have no idea.
Damn.
Are you talking about
GM
the
or
owner?
Owner, yeah.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. This is like when Jerry Jones tried to coach, or I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, but like he was.
University of Arkansas native watching off.
I'm not gonna say anything bad about him, but like he was trying to make all the coach like decisions of who to drop and who to pick up, and like the controversy at the time
Yeah.
at Sports Center
Oh, I
was
remember
like, why are you paying for a coach then? Like
Yep.
if you're paying the coach,
Well,
to pick
a
your
GM,
team,
yeah. Like a GM, that's a GM and coach's job. That's why I never step into like who should we drop, right? I think I leave that up to the players because they know better. But I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with him like owning it, but coaching. Let me rephrase this. If JC wants to coach, he should coach.
Yes.
All right.
That's what. Because you don't know how much ball he's actually played. I'm sure he's played a lot of basketball.
I played a lot of basketball too, but I am no way qualified. You know what else I played a lot of?
Sure. What's
A lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
not very good at that.
I don't know any spawns. I don't know when to rotate. Okay, so no. Just because you played it a lot doesn't mean that you qualify to
True.
to
I
coach.
didn't think about that. Okay, but other than Jay-Z coaching the Nets, there was Scott Kelly comes back to Earth after spending a year at the International Space Station.
Yep.
An MSNBC host, something canceled a show. Government Scott Walker, obviously political stuff. Bin Laden, and then NBC says Bernie Sanders won Vermont, or was it Maryland?
Ooh, on Super Tuesday.
It's a lot of moments
It's more
really
political,
is a lot
too.
of political talk right
Yeah,
now.
no, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm okay with it. Because from the get go, when we started this podcast, we said this was not going to be a gaming podcast, but it was going to be more about everything that of our lives that we want to share with. Obviously gaming's a big part of it, so it's going to be sprinkled here and there, just like politics, just like religion, just like anything else. So I think on that topic and that disclaimer, we'll ask you if you have anything else to say, whether or not you enjoyed it. Will you join us again some other time when we invite you back?
Definitely would join you guys again, but I have a quick moment for us right now. So before this podcast started, I was cooking chicken. I left it up to Nick to save my chicken. He has put 2 alarms on.
I smell something that's burnt.
Do you think it's burnt?
Your chicken's done for.
Nick, burn my chicken?
Hitch, do you smell anything?
Get it?
You get it?
But yeah, I definitely come back on again, and for the most part, this is what I thought it was going to be. You guys say funny stuff, and I laugh.
All right, well, glad we could be of amusement. All right, we're going to end it there. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 4 of the
whole
OpTic podcast. Yeah, we did
fun. I had a good time today. Real good time.
Wait, so you haven't had
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I tried to cut him off. No, that's not what I meant. I don't know why I said it like that.
You had like an extra good time.
Oh, great good time.
Yeah,
Cool.
That went fast.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about the jellyfish and shit, but we'll save that for the next.
Yeah. I mean,
I got to do a little more research into
it.
Please.
Because you need to get it before I can get it.
Yeah, for sure.
You're the one that's going to spend the money.
I don't want my jellyfish to die. And there's a lot. I was doing a little reading into it today, and there's a lot of stuff like testing ammonia levels in the water, like keeping the water rotated.
Some dude, yes.
Wait, you're buying a jellyfish?
There's going to be like 4 or 5.
Did you make a vlog about it, or was that my vlog that I read it in?
I made a vlog about it, yeah.
Okay, I did too, and some dude, it was either on your video, because I watched both. It was either on your video or my video, but they were like talking about like ammonia levels and that a pussy 6-gallon tank ain't gonna do shit. I was like, whoa, really? This dude.
Yeah, well, it's like whenever you feed them or whatever with the brine shrimp is what they eat. It raises the ammonia levels in the water. So like a few hours after feeding them, you need to change the water, and you gotta test like the salinity of it and make sure, because the water has to rotate.
Can we hire somebody to do that?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Yeah, you can hire.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's hire someone.
Wait, does every jellyfish, like, if it bites you, someone has to pee or whatever on you?
It depends which one. Eventually.
What?
That's real.
That's real. Like, you never seen that Friends episode?
Yeah, but hey, look, I doubt that there's any. Look,
that's all I'm saying. Is that someone gets bit while they're feeding it.
If you pour vinegar on it, it works better than peeing on someone.
But if we don't have vinegar available, which I don't think we do in the house. I mean, if you get stung. Anyway, I'm gonna get the moon jellyfish to start, and they're not like you can pet them. They're not poisonous at all.
We're good.
Eventually, once I get used to the moon jellyfish, I'm getting like one that will kill you if you fuck with it.
What the fuck?
Can you imagine just having that powerful of a thing, just a translucent fucking
alien
inside of your room? How awesome would that be, bro?
An intruder comes in and is like, sorry, dude. Go in there, grab it, and just toss it out.
That'd be so cool.
One day. Any closing comments, gents?
Thanks for the support. Yeah, it was fun.
All right, guys. Everybody's information is going to be in the description below, as we always say. If you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like. That's all we ask.
Yep.
SoundCloud uploads are usually 3 days after, so I think we usually upload them on Friday. We'll have to check with Hitch for that. And that's going to be that. Until next time.
Now you do the tune.
Yeah, hit him.
Boom. Was that the tune?
Nah, man. You don't even know what it goes to. No, that sounds like Mario Brothers. Doesn't nobody know the tune?
Wait, what tune?
What's the tune?
I don't know anything about no
Hitch,
tunes.
hit him with the tune.